Hey y'all, happy Monday, Grand Rising. Good morning. Happy Motivational Monday. We live. I'm sitting here multitasking this morning. I'm actually touching up the girls' hair, finishing it up. So all I got to do is Malachi's. And we'll be ready to go on Wednesday. Good morning, Jeremiah, Deb, and anybody else. Come on in, y'all. Y'all see the title, Motivational Monday. Every Monday we meet here about 9 a.m. Central Time to fill each other's cup up. Testimonies, motivational scripture quotes, so on and so forth. And y'all see on the screen it says special thanks to at Real Life Simulations for creating this banner for us. She created 4 altogether. So y'all will be seeing those. Thank you so much again. She is very talented. So if y'all not already subscribed to her channel, Real Life Simulations Gamer. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and subscribe. But other than that, I'm sitting here just flat ironing hair, trimming ends. I got one more head to do after this, so I'm going to be on this motivational live stream doing hair at the same time. Yep, because I know me. If I do this and then I try to start on them or try to cook, I'm gonna be tired with myself. So why not multitask? Come on in, y'all. Don't get hit the like button and share the live. Come on in, y'all. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. We had a good time on a random live yesterday. Y'all know I do random lives other than Motivational Monday, Relationship Advice Wednesday, Red Cup live stream Friday. Hey, what's going on, lady? Hey, Shishi. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Tashana. Come on in, y'all. Anybody want to come up? I got the link already in the thinking. Come up and tell your story. And all that good stuff. Good morning, Dad. Are you back? I was just talking to you, thinking you was already here. The link is already in the comment section, y'all. We can open up in prayer. We have not officially started yet, so I'm just waiting for y'all to come in. Like I say, I'm flat ironing Malika's hair. Almost done. Then I'm gonna start on her sister, and then that'll be everybody. Don't have to worry about this at least for a couple of weeks. Just got to do it more consistently, and deconditioning treatments, and maybe every 2.5 months, a little trim if needed. Once it get back in shape, then it won't need as many trims. Right now, it's not in shape, not at all. But it's pretty healthy considering it's been in them locks. Can't believe I have a cold being that boat. Have me not feeling well. Oh, well, you got a cold. Oh no, I'm sending healing energy, girl. Right your way. Let me know when you're ready, Dad. Or anybody want to come up, because I don't want to open up prayer until we get everything set. So we give about 2 more minutes. Yes, your grands are so blessed to have you. Oh, thank you, Shishi. I'm blessed to have them. I need them too. Ain't my motivation. My little sweet angels. Oh, these ends is terrible. Terrible. But everything else is good. Everything looks good. Okay, Deborah Ray.
Good morning, everybody.
Okay, let me see if I can hold on, if I can see you. Are you showing yourself or not?
No,
Okay, that's
I'll be
cool.
in a minute because my husband in the background.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure because see if I can take down. I don't need to take this thing down there. Go
Yeah, I'm
ahead.
still here.
Okay. Oh yeah, I got that coming too. I see it in the mail. It's on the way.
It
Thank
better
you.
get there.
Yeah, that's why I
Thanks
got
for
this
letting me
phone
know.
so I can see what's coming.
Yeah.
So we're gonna open up in prayer. We say, yes, we thank God for your channel. And Deborah Ray, thanks for prayers. You and Ready Rocks, everyone. Hey, Pepper, how you been, girl?
What's up,
Okay, we
Pepper?
open up in prayer. You want to open up?
I'll close.
Okay. Father God, creator of heaven and earth, we come to you with a grateful, thankful heart. Thank you
Yes,
for
Lord.
another day. Thank you for all your blessings, keeping our families protected in spite of everything we may have been facing or will be facing. Thank you for just being God. Ask you to forgive us for our sins and bless everybody in this chat, everybody in the bushes.
Yes,
Uh,
Lord.
yes, just want to send out special prayers to anybody going through any surgeries, like our girl is going through her surgery this morning.
Yes.
Peachy King, and
Yes,
anybody
Lord.
else going through some type of ailment or where they can't, really move around like they used to do. Just Sheba, she been coming to class. Father God, bless her heart, and she have a surgery coming up. And anybody I don't know about, anybody that just had one, about to have one, or just not feeling good, I want to send special prayers out for them. Anybody who lost a relative or family member, I know 3 people lost somebody within the course of a week. So, yeah, I want to send special prayers out for them. Special prayers out for everybody, y'all, because there's so much going on that we don't even really see on the surface because we think everybody just, okay, and everybody not necessarily okay, but they okay. So, Father God, that being said, I'd like to thank you for everything that you do for us in advance, and you know our desires of our heart and our needs. And I ask you to bless this move, bless me going down here Wednesday to find a place. If it's your will, let us find the right place, spacious, affordable, safe, and where the kids can thrive at, and I can have peace of mind. So in the name of your son, Jesus Christ, I thank you and I'm grateful. Amen.
Amen.
Hey, Deb, you can start off the motivation to do your little reading of your scriptures or your poems or whatever you got.
Good morning, everybody. I like that banner. Thank you, Real Life Simulations. I love that. Bright and
Yes.
morning star at the top. All right. Um,
Yeah.
First, I'd
She
like to
did.
give a short testimony because I went out and walked our little Chihuahua doggy this morning, and I took 3 of my snack bags with me. See if I've seen anybody walking by early this morning. It's about like 5:30, whatever it was. But I came across one person. His name is Eric, and I talked to him and everything. And I always tell them that God says that Jesus will supply all our needs according to His riches and glory by Christ Jesus. And he had on a little jacket thing, but he didn't have on a shirt. And I asked him, "Do you have shirts in your backpack?" He said, "No, ma'am, I just have pants and a big large coat." So I said, "When I walk away, you heard what I just asked you to say. This actually is for not one but 2 shirts." So he says, "Thank you for motivating me, ma'am." So I was turning, but when he said that, I turned back around to him and let him know that Rox is on YouTube, and I was getting ready to go to your motivational Monday for Monday. So I said, I'll mention your name because he said the right words. I didn't tell him that before then. He just said, "Thank you for motivating him." So, which was good. It was
Right.
good. I try to give a message to them what God says, and give them a little push. And he connected with it. So that was a good little short testimony. So shout out to Eric this morning. May he
Hey,
get help out there. Yeah, because he brought up the word. Thanks for motivating. So that's a good strong word. I don't know if I could be on the screen to show. I do Sunday school on Sundays with my BFF. And a while ago, I made these cards, And sometimes I get on camera and show them. I don't know if you can read this. It says, pray one for another. Are you able to see that?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm about to try to make it
Because
bigger.
the screen's not long here or not. I
Trying to
can't
make it
tell.
bigger.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm not going to try to keep putting on and off these glasses this morning. Had enough of that Friday. Anyway, it says pray one for another. That's one. We are told we can come boldly to the throne of grace. So this word is boldly. This one it says obedience. Obedience is better than sacrifice. We be obedient. He knows that. And things come after that. And this one, the Holy Spirit understands us all. The Holy Spirit understands us all. So that's my motivation. And it was one more thing. Where's my book? Let me give me a minute. I gotta get my book out. What do I have for the 14th? Now I have to put my glass on to read that. Where you at? 14th? Oh, the 14th I did have from last week on the 7th. I wrote down these names to go and subscribe to. So I did. One, Crystals I couldn't get to. Put a check. I couldn't get to her. So real life, I'm gonna shout them out if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Real life simulations I did. Couldn't do Crystals. I can't find her. I always see in the chat, but I couldn't get her. Butterfly Family Blogs and Lifestyle. I subscribe to her and I do comment. Von Treese, been subscribed to her and I do comment. I couldn't get Miss One and Only. I couldn't. So I'm putting. I couldn't get to her. Peachy King Productions. I got you, girl. I see you. And I know you having surgery today. So I've had surgery last year for my gallbladder. If you have to be put to sleep, let them know Jesus going in the room with you. That's what I did. And when I woke up in recovery, I said, how did y'all like Jesus? So, Mommy of Three up in New York, I got her. Let me put a check there. I did her. She was back. I couldn't get her. Okay, I gave my testimony of the homeless guy this morning. That's what I do. I go talk to them. I gave a shout out to little dude Eric because he said thanks for motivating him. And I think that's it. So that's my Monday
Hey,
motivation.
Nerly. Come on in,
Hi,
everybody.
Nerly.
Y'all type in the chat something motivational to help anybody
Yeah.
that will read it or come up. Let me know right
I would
now.
like to motivate people to come up. I've been coming up ever since me and you go back a long ways, a very long ways. We've done different lives and stuff. And let me get this out about Friday. I'm not one to apologize, but I do want to retract myself. I did look at Friday's Red Cup Live, and I have to pay attention to what you're saying because it's not always about that woman. So I'm gonna leave that woman out of my conversation. You understand what I'm saying? Because I could have followed suit. Because when I went to go put my wig on, I didn't hear you when you were saying that we can discuss different things. You know what I'm saying? So, because I do have different topics to talk about besides that woman, and because she doesn't motivate me to do nothing. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying to you on camera, I have to follow. I will be following suit to what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But
It's just like I brought up dude that I gave a back to this morning and gave that little testimony. There's always something else to talk about. So
yeah, so
I'm
on
good.
these live streams, I could be talking. after seeing your comment and it been there already. We're not syncing in real time all the time. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm saying something back to what I see you said or typed in the chat rather, or whoever, sometimes it come up so late they been typed that 5-10 minutes ago, or by the time I respond you don't hear me, so it's easy to get lost in translation. All I'm
Yeah, I
trying
had
to say
left the
is,
room.
for
Yeah, I
me,
had left the room.
this ain't nothing personal about, like, far as if anybody else want to say so. I don't care what you want to say. Talk about Satan, God, her, or whatever. I'm just saying, for me, I just don't feel no need to really, like, it's like, what else is there to say for me other than, okay, like with the babies when she had them out in the sun on the floater, some shit like that. But just her everyday content.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it's like it's the same regurgitated dumb shit. Like, she putting up the same picture saying the same thing about God gave her twins with the same face. I mean, come on, it's just so.
Well, you know,
I ain't saying I ain't gonna
I'm
talk
just
about.
not
I'm
gonna,
talking about that.
I'm not
Don't
gonna
get it
waste my
twisted.
time on my Friday with my buzz. I come on there with my cup. Sorry about the that's right. But anyway, I was teasing Tony. But my thing with this, I come on there
Give me
with my
that
red
phone.
cup, and I don't. I so just me now. I don't have nothing to say about her on Friday, and
Well, she motivates
that's
me to
just
be a
my
better
problem.
person. Hey,
I don't.
Jacqueline, hey, Pepper. She motivates me to be better. She motivates me to check my own self with my own
Exactly.
self.
Exactly.
That's what she motivates me to do. But
Because
other than that, just
I've been on
like,
here Monday. I've been on here and prayed for her or said something positive towards her. And
right,
if she don't get it, she just don't get it. And I'm through with
all
um.
right.
But you make your commentary as much as you want to. All right,
Yeah,
I'm through. Let me keep
we've
talking.
been really talking about a lot of different stuff. And yeah, she comes up in it because a lot of the stuff we talk about, we can have an example of what we're talking about if it's her. Other than that, we ain't just talking about her. And anybody would think that it's crazy. It's never really been that way on a regular basis. Yeah, we had sessions where we just really went in, and I apologize for it. It was warranted, and I had a good time doing it. But well, just every time I go live, that's gonna be the main focus. No, that's just gonna come up when it come up. But other than that, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Our own
Yeah,
stuff.
there is.
We
There
got
is.
our
And I
own
thought
stuff
about a
going
lot of
on.
them I got off the phone.
A lot of us need prayer, need healing energy, need an ear, need a shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Trying
I
to do
do.
better. Got some information you can share with one another. When whatever one of us going through, somebody in the chat got something they can share about that part. Like when I was going through my surgery before I went through it, y'all was in the
Yeah.
chat telling me all kind of stuff to ease my mind because I don't know if I would have made it. Hey, Sheila, morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great morning. Yes, a happy motivational Monday. Grateful for another day. Thankful for it all. In spite of. Go on, preach, Ready Rocks. Yeah, Tony just left out to go get his surgery information. And I'm almost pretty sure that he's going to come back with a report of what date and all that. And I'm going to have to remind him again that I'm not going. And I don't want to be sounding like I'm some evil such and such or whatever. But I just don't care. Now, it ain't because he didn't go with me for mine, because I didn't want him to go with me for mine. He's no help. He's a burden. He'll be in there drunk and you know what I'm saying, sleeping and talking crazy, embarrassing, looking ugly. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't because of that. It's just that I don't want to send no mixed messages. You can't depend on me. You got a mama, you got a brother, you got female friends, you got cousins, you got a whole best friend that live down the street. That's what you call them. You're gonna have to call them. So 1 Chronicles 16:11. Seek the Lord and his strength. Seek his face continuously. Thank you, Pepper. Let me see if anybody else typing anything in the chat that's motivational. Doing good, Nerly. How you doing this morning? Oh, hey, Fit. I didn't even see you up there. Good morning. Happy Monday. We are so glad for another day. Hey, Tashana, Shishi, I hope you feel better. I've been down for a few days. And yeah, you have been feeling bad too. But you say you're feeling better. Good, good, good. All right. I think I'm caught up. Shannon said good
Hi,
morning.
Tashana. Hi, Burma.
Yeah. Grand Rising.
All right, that keep pushing
Jeremiah
forward.
was here
I
earlier,
see
y'all.
you.
Take that off. You do your hair. Yeah, I'm finna use the bathroom real quick. Deb, go ahead and say something good. Talk to the people.
What shall I say? To shoot the breeze, to use the bathroom, to stay motivated, everybody. Tashana, I hope you're feeling better. Take the meds, girl. Is Jeremiah still in here? Hi, Jeremiah.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
I don't plan on reading no motivational quotes today, no poems, no African proverbs. I just want to chit chat and talk, y'all, about stuff. Hey, Cars and Mocha, maybe you the only one he trusts for you to go with him. I don't know why. I can't. I just had my surgery in February, and yeah, I'm past my 6 weeks, but I'm not giving no energy up to nothing like that. I'm not gonna do it because I'm not gonna send him no mixed messages. He just left up out of here, y'all, and left all kind of poop stains all in the toilet, as he always does. And I was just telling my granddaughters, when y'all get big enough or old enough to start dating people and just friends in your life, even as females, and they come and disrespect your house like that, or you go to their house and look like that, or you in a relationship with somebody and they go and let you see that, they don't care about you because they don't care about themselves. These are the red flags that you need to see in people, even as coming up as a teenager, as a young person in your early teens, 20s and up. When you see people treat themselves like that and allow you to see them at the worst like that, not even before he got sick, this was going on before he was limping or anything. So this ain't got nothing to do with, oh, he just can't. You know what I'm saying? If a man really love a woman, he do not want her to see his dirty drawers, his doo-doo stains, and leaving poop everywhere and pissing on the floor. That's not what he gonna do. But he don't care. There's no way he gonna care. And this is what we need to teach our kids. You know, because not they gonna be thinking everything normal because they going to the TV and social media and what everybody's doing. You know what I'm saying? And they think all that stuff normal to go to somebody's house and shit all over the floor and the kids running around with food and juice and everything. That shit ain't normal. You got to raise these kids because you got to remember you're not going to always be around them and they're not going to always be around you, even when you're still alive. Other people got to deal with your kids. They got to be ready for the world and society to know how to hold themselves up and know how to carry themselves. Well, they're going to be somebody's burden. They're going to be in somebody, your son who ain't got no training, or your daughter, they're going to be in somebody's life and causing havoc and grief. And these are the type of people that our children are meeting when they start to date. And then they feel like my daughter felt like she didn't want no man to take care of her. She would rather support a brother. She would rather bring a brother up from the ground up, and then see what that got her. You know, that's part of the reason why a lot of our sons and daughters are going through the DV and negativity and toxic relationships because they feel like, you know, as a black woman, as a black man, I want to be down for my sister. I want to be down for my people. My grandmother always taught me, if you meet a man and he in the gutter, leave his ass right there. Let him drag his own self up and meet you where he wanted. You know what I'm saying? He should be embarrassed to try to date somebody when he in the gutter. A real man who ain't trying to get nothing from nobody, that just want to be the best version of himself. And when he's ready to move on and really get somebody in his life, because that's a natural thing to want to have, is a significant other, a baby, a husband, a wife. God designed us that way, but not while I'm down and out. I'm not going to drag you in my shit. But those people are trying to drag you because they trying to come up off of you. And that stuff pisses me off. It really do. Stop normalizing this shit because his ass slow and ain't got nowhere to stay. He might have a good reason. He might just be a victim of circumstance, but that ain't your issue. You got kids. You got to think about your life. Or you a young lady on your way to college and you didn't got time to try to drag nobody up. Or you've been dating him since you was 16. Now y'all going to college. He's starting to be abusive. You get away from his ass and tell your people about it. My daughter had told me all that stuff was going on. I would have something done to him. And I'm not talking about necessarily going to find them, getting undone. So I would have spoken, manifested. Just like when her first kid's father did what he did to her. I said, you going down, you going to jail, you going today. He had already been on the run for like 2 or 3 days. And the police called me later that evening and said, we got it. I spoke that. Cosmo don't have time to babysit a grown-ass woman. Exactly. Meet these people where they need to be at. Nobody got time for that shit. You already been through yours. You already had to come up from a child. You had to learn this, and you was nurtured, and hopefully these are things that happen. And you graduated 8th grade. Now you on to the next journey, high school. Now you know what I'm saying? Steps, layers, chapters. And you're going to let somebody come in your life and they the same age or a year or 2 older than you, and they ain't got nothing going on just because you feel like they giving you attention and you just lonely because everything in your life is great. You got a job now. Your grades in school and college is great. You don't have no kids, but you missing out on something. I really want to be with somebody. And you meet somebody, the first person show you attention, and you don't know the red flags. You're not taking care of. You're not paying attention to the things you need to pay attention to. Because they don't know. Nobody teaching them. They're teaching them how to be a worker, how to fit in, how to do what the norms say do. These people that built all these type of all these different schools and different rules and regulations of what normalcy look like for Americans. And that ain't always it for everybody. It's cool. But no, you got to have your own backbone. You got to have your own education. You got to do your own research. You got to have your own education on the side of what you're learning so you can get those jobs, so you can kind of fit in and know what they're doing. You already know the real Tito. You just doing it so you can go ahead and get what you're trying to get to accomplish on this earth. But that ain't all you need to know. Because if you just fall into that, you know, kiss your ass goodbye. Hey, girl. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, real life simulation. Everybody gave you a shout out. Thanks for the banner. I had it up earlier. And I've had thank you. I'm going to show it to you. There it is.
That is nice. That really is nice.
Did y'all see those 6 women go to space? That's a great motivation to women everywhere. Oh, yeah? I didn't hear about that. This recent?
Yeah, it was this morning. They landed back down in Texas.
Oh, yeah. What they going to space for? What's in space?
They actually went to the edge of the space and came back down. It's funny. But they landed. I'm watching the news. They landed safely.
Pepper said, Roxy and Deb, appreciate you both. My brother had his knee replacement surgery, came through beautifully. This time of year, like for Roxy, as for me, is a push-through season. My doctor say it's a real thing. Yes. And I can't let that man drag me down. No, we ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Praise be to my face. And every now and then, talking about you want to get the marriage together. You want this. It ain't about what you want, though. See, I've never been the type about thinking about what a man wants from me. It's about, did I want it too? Am I willing to give it up? Do I like you like me? I can't do things for people that's going to screw me, you know, just because they want me to. But once I got married, I started to do things that women's supposed to do allegedly when you're married. Because he takes care of the home. He's been a decent husband. Ain't nobody been great over here. But he's been decent paying the bills in spite of him trying to trick off and lie and cheat and get drunk. Those things start to fester coming to fruition like slowly. I didn't see this right away. It came slowly but surely. And once I realized it didn't take me long. I mean, I pretty much was like done after 28. The only reason why I got married is for the security. I ain't going to sit here in front of stuff. I didn't get married for love. First time I got married for love. The second time I got married for security. Because you ain't going to keep putting me out with 5 grandkids. So I secured my spot until I could do better.
Yes.
I'm ashamed to say it. I ain't glad it's acting like that. That wasn't the plan in the first place. When I first came down, it was to rekindle what we had back in the day, to like see a better version of you and you see a better version of me. We're grown. We was 20s then. Now we almost 50. So we can't be number better. We mature. We've been through the bullshit already. You doing good financially. I got income. We about to make this happen. But when I found out that's not what he was on, hell no, I got to secure my spot though. So if something happened to him, he passed away, God forbid. If he just want to keep talking about leave, I ain't going nowhere. Because he used to pull that all the time. Get out my house. You know what I'm saying? Calling the police, talking about, can you put them out? crazy shit. I promise you, baby, I ain't going nobody's surgery. Jesus had to step off the throne and ask me to go to surgery with him. And I'm gonna ask Jesus for his ID. Hey, Miss One and Only, Jacqueline, you and Deb are giving out great information. Love you, but I love you too. I love all of y'all. Appreciate that. Anybody want to
let me
come
ask
up?
you, this would be, I wish they would. You guys don't be scared. I'm up here. I'm up here. If a senior lady could come on up here, come on, y'all. But I wanted to ask you, Rox, when I had surgery, I had to gallbladder surgery last year. I had to go to a consultation. Has Tony gone to visit the doctor that's going to do the surgery?
Yeah, that's what he's doing now. See,
Oh,
he's a
okay,
vet.
okay,
He's a vet, so he goes through the VA.
yeah,
And he's going now. He went Friday. Now he's going back. He said they're gonna probably schedule the surgery today. They gave him
yeah,
one of them
yeah,
RoboCop as knee brace things.
yeah,
When I first came down here and I first rekindled with him, he had to have surgery. I was new down here. We was, being in a relationship, starting off
yeah,
new. Of course, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But and he says for him being in the army, and I guess he had a new. I don't know. He laughed so much his breath stank. I don't know what happened. His mama told me he ain't never been no army like that.
Oh man.
He be telling those fantasies and stuff because it seemed like to me if you was really about their life. I don't see it because you've been drinking since you was 16. How you over there being a sniper? That's why he was crying on the live that time because he was trying to act like he had memories of his squad and people that passed away from being in his platoon or whatever the case might be. I just
Well,
thank God my parents
me and
taught
my
me.
husband both were in that live. Because my husband came up and spoke to him, was a prayer. But anyway, I mean, it's like things was going good, and then all of a sudden it went left. Like, what
That's what
happened
he
there?
do. That's what he do. That's why you can't take him nowhere. He
Wow.
person. We try to go to comedy events. I got a
Oh, really?
friend that do comedy. I mean,
Yeah.
he been on TV and everything, movies y'all didn't seen before. That's how deep this comedian is. Well, now he don't do movies no more. He just do comedic stuff. He hung out with Bernie,
Yeah.
one good friends, Bernie Mac. And every time he come to
Yeah.
town, I go to his shows and stuff. He actually read the eulogy for my daughter's funeral. That's how close we are. And he invited us out, and Tony acted fool first time. He said, I can never bring Tony back again because he get drunk and never reminds him of some of his brothers.
Wow.
And, he'll get mad. Tony will go to a club, like an event, my cousin, them throw house music party sets. They got a whole group, you hear me? They be traveling all over America doing. So they have one here.
Okay.
He want to fight and want to come home. That's the type of
Wow.
stuff he do. This was when I was trying to be in the marriage. And so I'm not picked up on that. I said, well, I'll never be taking you nowhere. I never offered you to go out. None of that. All he want to do is stay home and drink. He don't want to do things that couples do, that people like to do to have fun. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Hey, Kathy. Let me read y'all comments real quick. You said sometimes you got to leave people right where they stand and speed off on that ass real fast. You be feeling bad after, but sometimes that's the best move to make. Yeah, because I honestly do feel sorry for him being sick and limping around here. That part. But actually, overall, him as a person, I know that he's phony. He'll try, like he gonna say that they want somebody to be there with him. Like it's a must. They didn't make it no must for me. I had a surgery way more dangerous than yours. They was like, was anybody gonna be? They asked those questions, but it's not like, well, you can't do this surgery unless somebody here with you. Well, you just want to be fucking having it if you rely on me because I'm not going. Ain't nothing you can say to make me go. I'm not going to stop my plans to leave here Wednesday on that Amtrak. I'm not going to come back in time unless I'm already back. And if I come back in time, surgery, I'm going to be sitting right here. I'm not going down there. I'm not going to ask my daughter to come watch these kids because she in training for a job, so she only got Mondays and Fridays free anyway. So that's that. Because I thought maybe she can come watch the kids while you go. I'm not going with you. The vision of that is just like, it looks stupid to me. Like, I don't even talk to you. When you say something to me and I answer back, I'm not even looking at you. I'm looking straight at my phone or at the TV. That's just what it is. Okay, real life said, hey, everyone. Jennifer said, you're a shining star. It's your grandchildren. Your angel is guiding y'all, your beautiful daughter. Thank you, Jennifer. That's what I really feel like, too. I do. I really feel like that. You said, I just thank God my parents taught me you just don't follow anyone to get know people, okay, this is how I live now. Yep. Your mom and daddy taught you right. Well, this is how a lot of people mess up. Only God can secure a place for you. Yep. You and Deb are giving out great information. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Miss Only in the building. Yes, this morning, Gail King, Katy Perry, and other one. Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. I appreciate y'all coming to chat and be like talking like, did you know this? And it don't matter what we're talking about. I want to know things that just happened because I may or may not have heard about it or seen it. We could have just got done talking about it. It all depends. Ooh, I'm just scrolling. Don't have time to babysit. Yeah, and the world will teach you, like a lot of women will hear me say this, think I'm wrong. Like, like, oh, that's your husband. I don't give a shit. I don't care nothing about them laws of marriage. I don't give a shit about none of that. Because in my point of view, God didn't put us together. That's saying, let no man put us under with God. But God didn't put us together. We put each other together. He probably allowed us to meet. He probably allowed us to do what we do because it's called free will. But everybody married was not put together by God. Some people probably were. I really do believe that. But not us. Not even my first marriage. Free will. So how can we say that he put marriages together if he give people free will? Them two don't even go together. He allow us to do what we want to do. Might not even be the person who wants us to marry. Oh, since I want you to marry him, I'm going to make sure you don't meet him. Now, it's a lesson in everything. Good and bad. Kathy, listening from the butchers. Okay, Kathy, so glad to see you here. Anybody want to come up or just type some in the chat so I can read it for everybody? You can tell your testimony of something that you made it through, whether it's a surgery or a DV relationship. You didn't know you was going to make it, how you was going to make it financially, or was he going to keep bothering you and tell us the outcome of it? You got to hit all of them. Everybody don't want to talk about that type of stuff, but some people do. So Motivational Mondays is anything that can be uplifted. It could be something negative. That, like I said, that girl, Peaches Wackentire, she motivates me to be a better person. That's it. Because I know I ain't perfect either. And I can say some foul stuff and I can be mean. And I have been mean. So it makes me look at my own self, the past, present, and possibly the future. Hey, what's happening, girl? Happy Motivational Monday. She said, good morning. Carl Zamoka said, I know we all hate to leave people right where they stand, but sometimes it's just meant to leave them lonely. Yep. This is the time he needs his kids, But I can imagine they're not going to show up. The son may, because him and the son used to have a decent relationship. The daughter, no. I'm not even sure if that's really his daughter. He's been paying child support all them years, but the reason why I don't think nobody will come, maybe his mom. I don't know, but I ain't speaking to her. I actually blocked her off my phone when I asked her if she could allow one of my friends to send me a $50 cash app and she could send it to me. And she just said straight up, no. It wasn't no, well, who was this person? They be scamming on that damn cash app thing. I don't know. Who was this person? You know them? They some kidding you? Or you been knowing them a long time? Do you trust them? Because I'm taking it on you. If something go back. It wasn't none of that. It was just no. And that's not how we usually get down. That's not how our relationship was. So it's been different. It was one of y'all, and I have to ask you, we don't have no rapport like that, on that level. So if I was to be bold enough to ask one of y'all, can one of y'all let, you know what I'm saying? I expect y'all to say no. And even I think y'all would even be like, no, girl, I don't do that because I got scammed before. And we'll be done with it. But when she said no, I waited about 5-6 days for her to respond back, just in case she wanted, was busy. And then she wanted to come back and say, oh, let me tell you why I said, I gave her time and she didn't say nothing. So I went on and took that ass. I don't want to be bothered with you. Don't ask me for nothing. And because she already had been complaining about having to do this and having to do that and Tony getting on her nerve. So I felt like, well, maybe that's my cue to move around. Yep. Say no one perfect, and she teaches me to warn my grands games people play because you have to be wise these days. Yeah. Then sometimes they burn all their bridges. Everyone else, you are the last bridge they have. Yeah. I sure been scammed. So I ain't never been scammed off no Cash App. I don't understand how people can be I don't even understand how the process would go to be scammed. I think the only thing I can see is you're not paying attention to somebody saying, send me a Cash App, requesting it as opposed to sending it, and you push the wrong button. But how many people do that? I don't think that's really common, because I can tell the difference between something. All you do is block that person. I've had Cash App for years and years until they took it from me. So I don't have Cash App no more. That's why I asked her, can I use hers? Because I wasn't even going to ask her, but the person was just like really trying to send it to me. And I was like, well, I do got one person I know that I trust, She real decent to me, Even though when her son would get into it, she'd be on his side. She get mad when I call the police on him. But she ain't say nothing about all the times he called the police on me. He called the police on me about 3 times before I ever called him on him once. And she think I should be a bigger person and just don't say. Now, I'm not from that old school. I'm going to talk back. Because if I don't say nothing at all, if I don't stand up for myself, he would have been really trying to pull that Lifetime movie of the week shit with the wife beater on and trying to intimidate me and possibly putting hands on me. I don't play that. I got 4 brothers. I don't play that.
I know that's right.
You said every day is a blessing, Rox. My only son is autistic and has lost his vision. Can't say the other word. I'm thankful and grateful every day. How old is your son, if you don't mind me asking? I'm so sorry to hear that, though. But even in that, there's still joy and still having our kids still alive with us. That's not the end of the world, but just to be able to realize that what is going on. Because when one thing leaves, they say allegedly something else grows to be better. So I'm going to look at it like, dang, me losing my daughter, man, I would rather. You been scammed on Cash App or in life, period? What you mean? Interest, grand, kids motive, me, thank God for a second chance. When they smile, it makes all the hard work worth it, keeps me going. Yes.
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Say, oh, Kathy, amen. I'm on my way to care for my severely disabled brother and sister. My bro. Oh, okay. I remember you telling us that story, Jennifer. I broke across my sister in the wheelchair, wildlife. 36, we old, laugh out loud. Child, boo. You my daughter age. You young, sexy thing. You 36. That's a good thing. You say, I'm 48. My bro 47, my sister 40. I've been helping my mom since a small time, but it humbles me every single day. I know you wouldn't have it no other way, since this is what it is. But if you had your way, it wouldn't be happening at all. That'd be okay. But when my mother was here for 3 weeks and I had to wipe her and all that, and she was pooping and pooping and pooping, and I thought she was getting better. I didn't realize that she was on her way to death. Unalive. Can't say nothing on these apps these days. I don't want to take no chance say the wrong sensitive word. You say prayers to you and your son. That my mom getting old and I just worry so much for all 3 of them. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. That, you said you help your mom. Like, well, she most definitely need it. If y'all that age, your mom, well, how much can she really do? Thank God she able to move. Now, my grandmama did good. So she got in her 90s. She was moving around good. She passed away on hospice. And you couldn't even tell she was passing away. She just died in her sleep. She wasn't like suffering and in pain and stuff. So that made me think God blessed her. Even though I didn't think she liked me, I think my grandmama was a good woman. She did a lot of good stuff for her kids and her grandkids. She worked hard. Ain't fit. So either you a blessing or you a lesson in relationship. That's how I look at relationships. Yeah. Now that sounds about right to me. I am just passing through because just think if I had put 10,000 in the app and people switch on you, girl. I've been a hustler all my life, but honestly hustler. Say God chose this life and gives me strength. I will help them. Yes, I would do the same thing. Yeah. There was my brothers and sisters. If I couldn't do it, I'd put them in a facility or pay a nurse to come out something, because there's only so much I can do at this point. If I was by myself, didn't have no grandkids, and my daughter had already passed, and I just got one, I'll be out here doing all kind of stuff. I'll probably still be teaching. I might get me some foster kids. I don't know. But I'll be doing something because I ain't never been the type of person who just sat in the house and didn't do nothing, just watching TV. I always was making myself available to do things for people, whether I was volunteering or it was my job. And I go beyond the call of duty on my job, and I work with kids. I'm going to feed them. I'm going to do their hair. If I see them coming to the program every day and they hair look like a baboon's ass, I'm going to offer their mama, is it okay if I do your daughter some braids? You ain't got to do nothing but bring her over. I'll buy her hair and everything. But that was in my younger days. Now, I can't do all of that. I can't do what I can do. I think I paid my dues, but if it's more work to do and I can do it, I will most definitely do it. You say, yes, I thank God. Don't just dive into nothing. I am getting off this app and shout, yes, this is a blessing. Zoom people, I have bigger fish to fry. Fits to flex, I feel you. Yeah, and that's the truth. That is the truth, y'all. Think about the people. I'm serious. That should be, man. Just think about all the people that we met in our life and how those relationships went. They were either blessings or lessons or both. It could have been a blessing and a lesson. I don't regret my first marriage. I really don't kind of regret this one either, but I just don't look at myself as being married. I think I was still healing from the first marriage, but I didn't realize it. In my mind, I was telling myself, and I really, really did feel, honestly, God, y'all, honest, that I really felt like I was moved on and ready because I didn't even cry at all. Now, one tear shared, and that was 2015. That was 2015 when he left. We got married 2009, left for good. Without talking about the divorce, we didn't discuss that. It was just, separation. And that's as far as it was. We gave each other a hug. We split everything that I had two of. He gave me some money, well, as much as he could afford to give, with him being on his way out to go to a whole nother city to live his life and do whatever. So we ended on a good note. We still cool to this day. And he's much younger than us. I got married to somebody 15 years younger than me, but way more mature than the man that's only 4 years under me. Tony is a grown-ass gray man, and he's very, very immature and petty and evil and fake. But now him being older and sickly, he's just more calmer when it comes to talking ish. He ain't really talking ish like that because he can't back it up. He can't even pretend to because he can't really walk good, and he don't be feeling good. He going back and forth to the bathroom, pooping, and it was just horrible. I could hear it dropping out the toilet. I'm like, oh my God. What he done ate and made it smell like something died up in here. Whew. You say, I'm at the point in my life that I'm quick to let somebody go. I don't have time to sit and say, please don't leave me. I'm open the door wide for your ass to walk. Right. That's what that's what you got to do. Because I've always been that type. If I really truly care for somebody or was in love, anything like that, which I have never had any relationships like that, maybe other than two. I can recall two relationships I kind of really, really was feeling the person and really cared deeply for them. I ain't gonna lie, but I had two marriages and I only care about the first one. You know what I'm saying? Do I still regret that we didn't make it? No. I think it was for a reason. We chose each other. We chose to get married, but I don't think that was God's plan. But God allowed things to happen with the free will as well as the lesson. As long as you both alive, if that's really meant to be with somebody, I think it'll happen again, if it's meant to be, if it didn't end on no domestic violence or no cheating type of stuff. Because sometimes people just leave because they just not happy and they don't want to cheat on you and lie to you, and they respect you enough, but they don't really want to come out and say everything. And that's what that was, the first marriage. It was that more so than anything. So, because he didn't have to tell me nothing. He could have just pretended and just did what he wanted to do on the side, but he had a little integrity in the character and a little respect for me to tell me the truth. Hey, now, just keep. I know. Hey, Safar, what's going on, lady? So good to see you up in here. I know, Jennifer, pray for me. Hi, Roxanne chat in the bushes listening from work. Okay, now just keep good and let us know that. Thank you so much. So y'all know I be having random lives, so I might be live at any time. But y'all know most definitely the lives are Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Monday motivation on Mondays. Relationship advice Wednesday. Maybe y'all come up on that one. I don't know how y'all feeling about testimonies and talking about different stories and or scenarios or stuff you've been through. Everybody don't want to tell their own story because they don't want nobody looking at them funny style or whatever, you know. But if you at that place where that's what you want to do, and you know, and you out of it, or some people might be going through it, and everybody don't want nobody to know it's there. You can tell it like a hypothetical, or you could just email me the story and I'll talk about it and we'll give our opinion. Nobody ever know it was you. You know what I mean? So I made a couple of more fan videos. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go check them out. Okay. You said I learned a long time if you can't force a person to be with you, so don't. So why raise my blood pressure high? Because yeah, but that's people that got some sense fit. People that got normal thinking abilities. And you know, even though they might not be working with a full deck, nobody's 100%. But you know, I'm talking about like the norm of sense. They think like that. But people that ain't really working with a full deck, I should have known someone right with Tony when he asked me about why we didn't make it back in the 90s when we first started dating. But I'm thinking that's just a regular question, right? Because you know, a lot of people are like, why we ain't make? I wonder why we didn't never make, you know, and that's that. He would keep saying it. I'm like, I should have known that was a red flag right there. I mean, we was in our 20s. What you mean? I was dating somebody. I'm sure you was dating somebody. It wasn't meant to be. I ain't like you like that. So I should have seen that as a red. Hey, Reba. Oh my God, I was thinking about you. I was like, I'm gonna go text her, and you beat me to it.
Look what I found.
You got a fan? Uh-oh, what that fan?
I know I had it over there, and I felt kind of silly because I said, God, I had a fan, and she had it all up on Friday. Yeah, I got a fan.
Oh, wow.
I am not being left out.
Okay, I'm gonna be using that fan all summer long, baby. Y'all gonna get tired of me in that fan. I ain't spend no $30 on no fans. That's for one thing and for one video, and I ain't gonna never pull it out. I'm gonna be taking it outside with me when I go out. The fan myself is real high. Them things is good, boy. You hear how they sound like a weapon. Say yes, Amazon delivering mass today. Oh, okay. Say, girl, I will tell my testimony. Okay, tell it. Reba said, good morning, y'all. We ain't seen you in a minute, girl. How you doing? Are you healing
What's
good?
up, Reba? Reba in the house. Good morning, Reba.
So good to see y'all up in here. At least the lives, I will say the Monday morning motivational lives are picking up. We just need more engagement when it comes to coming up on the stage. Other than that, y'all, I'm pleased with it. What you think, Deb?
What I think is, like I said, I'm a senior in my 60s. I get up here and Monday and Fridays. It's just you know, click it. Come on up. You don't have to show your face. I do sometimes. You know, it's. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Keep us all as one. You know, as one. So don't be scared. Just come on up. Like you say, come on up. I've been doing it since Rock's been on here, and it's nice. And another thing about when I hear you listen to you talk, Box, it's good that you can vent the way you do. Because my BFF called, she said, thank you for listening to me because I had to vent. I said, girl, you know, just call me. I said, you know, I listen to her. Sometimes she want my feedback on a spiritual level, sometimes because I know her real good and her ex-husband. But I listen to her, you know, and I'm looking at some of these comments. We all got something to share. Everybody. This app do not have to be negative. And this is not negative motivational Monday. If I can do it, anybody can come up here. Anybody. Come on, y'all. I'm going to motivate you today. Don't let me have to challenge you.
Good to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's just push the button, enter the studio, and come on up.
Reba said, I have plenty of fans. I'm good. The healing process is going well. Thanks for asking. That's great news, Reba. That is so good. So first, I'm
That's
going to be
cool. That's
throwing
good.
my coat into the fan videos too. She's the goat of all fans. Yeah, y'all check her out. She know how to work them fans, boy. Go ahead, girl. Say relationship, and we still move forward with it and drive right past the red flag. Yep, yep. I seen the red flag before I actually moved forward with Tony. He came down to visit me when I was still living somewhere else, and my neighbors downstairs was white, and he was taking two of my big grandkids. They was like probably 7 to 8. He was gonna walk to the store and get them some candy, but they never made it. As soon as he got downstairs, he got into it with the guy, and he said the guy called him a nigga. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, they always argue with each other, but I ain't never known for them to be like, you know what I'm saying, that petty or that, racist like that. They, our father, I know him and his girlfriend, wife, whoever she was, they would fight like all the time. And they would be messy talking about don't smoke in front of their window. But to call him, I kind of was suspect, like, well, but I didn't know because I didn't never know. But I should have known. It wasn't so much that he got mad about, it's like how far he took it. It was like, he just like really mad, like really blowing it, like he really about to fight this man and win. You know what I'm saying? Police was called and everything. That right there should have made me like, back off, but it was like still like in the beginning stage. And I'm like, well, maybe the guy did say it and just set him off. You be finding excuses to try to like justify a person's behavior sometimes to make it make sense to you. That man didn't call him that though. He didn't call him that. He was just being extra.
I was thinking of another relationship when you even with kids. Not you said this before. I got a goddaughter. She got 7 kids, and I'm thinking of kids. I'm seeing people with kids in the chat, and when I go out there, I got a 1-year-old all the way up to almost 11-year-old, and I have a different relationship with each different one of them because they're a different age. And if that happened to come up, the relationship we have with children 18 and under, I think that might be a good, like on Wednesdays. Just a thought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I got one with them.
Sounds good to me. Hey, I am Grand Rising. Rocks and live chat. How you doing on this Monday? Motivational Monday. Come on up here and give us some motivational words. Quote your favorite motivational scripture. Type it in the chat if y'all want to come up. I love to see y'all up here. I almost want to hear y'all voice sometime. I ain't got to see your face.
Too. I do too. I want to hear your voices.
Voices inside my head. I might do that for a video today. But I ain't gonna hold y'all too much long. Before you go, just want to thank you guys for coming. Thank y'all for the support period. Thank y'all for actually engaging on the videos and sharing them. Thank y'all for the love gifts when y'all do see them. Next Sunday will be our second class. Well, really our third class. And it's also the anniversary of my daughter's death date. So my content is going to be speaking volumes to that, especially on that day. I don't know if we're going to be back here, or if we're going to still be out there. My plan is to go out there this Wednesday, y'all, on the Amtrak. I got the tickets already. I don't have the tickets to come back. I only got the tickets to go. And I plan on going to the place I used to live at. I already got the application. They mailed it to me. So I'm going to fill it out before I get on the train. I'm going to try to stop downtown to the state building to get the guardianship papers. But I can always come back and get those. So I'm not really worried about getting that right away, because it's not like I'm not coming back here. I am coming back here. I'm only taking enough clothes to last like a week or so. And then if they need anything, I'll buy when we get there. So my plan is to go there, hopefully apply for that place, get it approved, put a deposit, come back, and then I start throwing my stuff out, selling my TVs, see if I can find somebody at a reasonable price to take my TVs if I don't sell them with my clothes down there. Those type of things. Well, I just have to get rid of everything and just take what clothes we can carry on our back on the Amtrak for good, and just start over fresh. And if I do that, I most definitely don't need y'all to run my videos up, so my checks can be big enough to compensate getting the new beds and furniture, all that stuff, You say the
Yeah,
15th
yeah.
is my anniversary, so I'm here with you in the morning. Oh, it's the 15th? Okay, tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow. Happy anniversary. So I
Happy
feel like my
anniversary.
family when I'm on Roxy Live. Oh, that means a lot. So does Tony already know you moving from him? Did he take it? Now he don't know. I told him we was going down there for we was going on vacation for a few days, 3 to 5 days. But he kind of suspect. That's why I didn't take the pictures off the wall of my mom and stuff. I'm just making it look like I'm doing spring cleaning and getting ready to go out of town. But we have discussed it many a times. He get mad and tell me to leave all the time. So I don't know why he'll play the nut roll like, oh, you finally really moved. Well, I mean, you should be glad because the setup is for a break fall. You know, this coming to an end. You might get a letter in the mail or somebody come out with a letter saying we got a day or a week or a month to move because the bank is taking the house. He ain't paying nothing. He ain't even pay no water, no gas, no light. I stopped paying it when I realized I got to seriously try to move. Right before my surgery, I stopped paying stuff. I just pay what I gotta pay, like my cell phone and my cable, because that's going with me. The cable and my cell phone's connected in one bill. And when I leave, they told me to take my box and we're gonna put it wherever I move to. Or they say if I don't find a place by the time I move, they're gonna put it on hold and they just gonna bill me for my phone. And then when I'm ready, they're gonna connect me. I already got that. It's possible, but how sick he been, I see him being more vindictive than physical. I see him being more like talking shit. Like he walked past here a few times this week, grumbling shit, you know, especially he hear me live talking. If he come in now and hear me live and I be talking about I don't want no relationship and all that, I be saying that right in front of him. And he'll be grumbling. Baby, you can't make me want you. I don't give a damn if I married you. That ain't no fucking license for me to stay married forever. I got a right to move on if I'm not happy in no marriage. If I'm not happy with my so-called friend and she ain't being a friend, I'm not gonna be her friend no more. Who the hell you think you is? You know? You don't want none. I'll kick his ass down them basement stairs if he play with me. Better take his crippled ass on somewhere. But those are good questions though. Safe travel. Yeah, it's just a 2-hour ride on the Amtrak. We got our bags packed, babe. You hear me? I got to put my laptop in there. My nephew got Wi-Fi already. And he only got 2 bedrooms. 1 bedroom ain't got nothing in it. So I'm going to get some air mattresses and there's a couch. We're going to just figure it out. So that's why I'm hoping and praying that I'm not go down there. But then those 3 to 5 days, 7 days at the most, I being found something, locked it in, put down that little 1,000 or whatever I got to put down and come back and keep working on my content while getting rid of this stuff. Then I'm going to be up out of here. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. I don't have my daughter and them over here when I'm really about to walk out that door. I don't have my daughter and her boyfriend here just in case he do try something with his limping ass. What he gonna do?
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hurt him. Hey, Beverly, come on in. I'm always open to share words of wisdom so everyone can be emotionally and spiritually fulfilled instead of experiencing an unfulfilled human existence. Yes, I love that. So come on up and tell
I
us
like
something.
that.
If you don't want
I
to do it
like
today,
that.
let us know when. 1 year for my other, 2 years for one husband, 2 years for my other husband. Okay. He probably will try to talk you out of it, start crying like a baby. Please don't leave me. Please. That's gonna make me laugh.
That's funny. That's funny. All right, Cold Cars and Mocha. That was a funny one.
That's the truth. He might. Ain't no telling. I don't know what he gonna do. Other than, because my phone is one of my lines. I got 3 lines. I got 3 different phones. And the reason why I end up getting my own phone, because he used to get mad and he used to turn my phone off. He'll get angry. This was like he used to do this all the time in the beginning. He used to put me out the bedroom when he got mad at me. We get into an argument, disagreement. He'll put me out and lock the door. And then a couple hours later, he'll be like, come on in here. Like I'm really just about to stand up and come up in the room like a fucking child. You get your simple-minded ass away. I don't know what he was thinking. I was already had a mouth in the 90s. I don't know. He thought because I got old, I was going to chill. That I was going to be like grateful that somebody want me with my old self or something. Some people think you be like they can really put one over on you because they got the upper hand like you need them. I don't need you. I look good for my age. You don't want to walk around here looking like death on a stick. Okay, let me see if Beverly in the building, y'all. Come on in. So that's why the English language is so stupid. Anniversary morning. Safe travels, losing my husband to God. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Safer. I didn't know he passed away. Say no, the 15th anniversary, losing my husband. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I
Oh,
thought
I
you was.
apologize. I thought that was anniversary. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay.
Yeah, we thought it was like a celebration of it.
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry to
took
hear
it the
that.
wrong way. I'm glad I
Yeah.
scrolled up to see that. So I feel like I'm family. Yes, you are family. The 15th anniversary, so I'm here with you tomorrow. Okay, now we got it. Now we got it. We got it, y'all. We got it. We got caught up. You said, Safer man is only born here for a few days, sweetheart. Yes, we want people to live forever, but you know how you come, but you don't know when or how you're going to leave. Yes. That's the part right there. That's the part, y'all. So nobody else wants to type anything. I'm gonna give y'all 2 minutes to type. Say if you was there by yourself, all his impulse decisions might explode when you really walking out the door. He gets that divorce notice like FRL, and he realized you're not returning back. No shit. Shit. It's bad enough. Any day, anyone can be up out of here for any reason, no reason at all. But he's sitting here killing himself drinking. All you hear is beer cans pop, 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 pop. Then he walked past, he's struggling, breathing off. Like he about 1 foot in the grave. Yeah, I can't rely on him. He should be very understanding about me leaving. You know, I got 5 grandkids. Any person that really truly care for you, damn being in love with you, but just care for you, respect you, have some understanding of what it's like to be a human who cares for children. He should be glad. He should be trying to warn me and helping me get up out of here because he should already be being real about the fact that he ain't paying and I can't keep my grandkids here in this environment. If this was a great environment, it was thriving and the neighborhood was much more safer, then I would be like, okay, well, we just gonna have to do what we got to do. I have to pay this, I have to pay that. And when his little check come, or he leave, God forbid he passed away, then we here by ourselves, I can continue. But that's not the case. I can't continue. It's too many bills. It's too expensive. The house falling apart. Y'all seen what the basement looked like on that video I showed y'all. The room looked the same way, it's just smaller. All them bugs and shit. Having you a mess. He said he was grooming you. Some people have such predatory nature. You say, has to die of natural reasons, fine, but people keep coming after your loved ones. That's a whole, yeah. Oh, somebody do. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah, that's another level. Yeah. So you want to come tell your story one day, you come up on Friday and tell the story sometime. So for when you're in the mood, let me know. Wednesday and Friday is the best time for those type of stories. That's going to hit home, but you get tired after you feel unappreciated. Walked all over. It's bad enough I didn't like you like that. No way. I was just, you know how you reminisce on somebody you used to know back in the day and they was cool and y'all had fun and y'all was younger. It didn't go nowhere back then, but y'all was cool. That's no reason for me not to think that we can maybe try the next level at an older age. Don't that make common sense to y'all? You knew some man or some woman when you was 25, 27, and y'all had good times. Y'all just didn't go no further with it. You didn't fall out. You didn't fight. You didn't call y'all your name. Y'all partied. Y'all kicked the bobos. Y'all parlayed. You lost contact. You reconnect at an older age. You're thinking, well, maybe this is it. Maybe this is the time we're supposed to connect. Back then was not the right time. I was younger. I had kids. I was liking somebody else. He probably, and to come to find out, he was married then and had kids. He didn't even tell me that then. I found this out when I moved up here. How you find out 16, 25, 30 years later that the person was lying to you? All the red flags. Jennifer said, just got to my mama's. Have a great day, everyone. I enjoyed. Thank you. We enjoy having you. Come back anytime.
You have a good day too, Jennifer.
If you ever want to come up and tell your story, you ain't got to show yourself. Y'all know that welcome. That's welcome to y'all. I want these coyotes to find me this time. I want these to take me to their lair. Ooh, that's what happened with your husband. Hey, stay in my own lane. What's happening, lady? Looking so cute on your profile pic with that ponytail head dip to the side. Look at you. She said, hey, Rocks in chat. Love is being able to release so you can pursue your own path. Yeah, when you really love somebody, you don't try to hold them back. That stuff be controlled. That be about them. When some of these people, men and women, talk about they can't let go and he's not good for me, and if that be like low self-esteem and like not believing that you can do it on your own, or being scared to be out there, being scared. I've been around this man since 2016. That's like, I didn't even realize it's been that long. It seemed like just yesterday we got up here in 2016. It's 2025. Oh my goodness. So yeah, there's a certain little part of me that's like, I'm gonna have to get used to not seeing him like that. But I'm gonna have to get not used to seeing him no way if he passed away from drinking himself to death. Around here smelling. He be downstairs so long, y'all. I don't be know if he dead or alive. He don't be making no sound or move or nothing. He won't come up the pitch because he pissing down in there in them doggone beer cans. He even told me he was. He pissing in that sink down there on them beer cans. So I'll be like, man, I wish he ever moved. I don't want to go down there and find him, unalive. And then he eventually moved. They just left him on the side of the road. Oh my God. Oh, I know you was messed up. So it's a difference between loving somebody and just manipulating. Sometimes staying with a person, you're doing more damage to yourself than good. Yes, I don't want no pity party. I don't want nobody staying with me out of pity. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be loyal to me and stay with me long enough to help me get myself together, get yourself together. Just like if you want to leave as a man, you got this wife, you got this woman you live with. Y'all been together a while. You want to leave. You're not going to leave till you can leave right, till you get your money right. But you should have the same respect for her if it's, even though you leaving, you shouldn't leave her without her having stuff planned enough time. Tell her 2 months in advance so she can know that it's coming up. You can't rely on me. You ain't going to see me. The little money I was giving you, it ain't happening no more. And that's how my first husband did. He let me know ahead of time. He didn't just up and say, well, I'm leaving tomorrow. You knew what it was. No, he let me know. We talked about it. And once we talked about him possibly leaving or about to leave, because he didn't give me a date, but he's like, I'm going to be leaving. I'm just trying to save up and get everything together. We started getting along better. I'm like, what the hell was I thinking when I married him anyway? That was my first marriage. What? Open it for. I need a big con for this. People ask, who are they? People ask, who are they? WHO and NWO. Ooh. He has all the characteristics of giving up on life. Yeah, he has. And you want to take me down with you. You want me to sit here and watch it and soak it up in my spirit so we can, create negativity in me and low vibrations in me by watching you. I don't like it. I don't like smelling that. I don't like the fact that we go down there and do clothes and you got to look at that glass on the floor. You don't even respect us enough to get the glass up. What if one of them kids go down there to change the clothes and it's glass and they step on something? He don't care. He leave knives in the dishwater. He'll take a straight up steak knife that you cut your steak with instead of washing it off. And I told him time and time again, imagine since 2016, I'm telling him we got to have a kid-friendly house. You can't leave this here. You can't put this. I can't see a knife in the water. There's soap. Well, that's dishwater in the sink. How can I see a knife all the way down there? I'm just putting my hand in there. And that's what the kids going to do when they go wash dishes. Then they cut their hand. I got to go to the emergency room. How many times do I have to say that? Ain't nothing I should have to repeat over and over. A reminder, yeah. And then you should be already thinking about if you love them, if you want to take care of them, you don't. You think because you say words that it means it's true. I'm smart. God didn't give me this discernment and this wisdom that he gave me for nothing. He ain't run on anything over on me. I don't care how much you like me. I don't like you. It ain't just about you. It ain't just about me. It's got to be equal. Both people in the relationship got to want the same thing at the same time. Say time is precious, but fear likes to work with time. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Do what you want now. Exactly. And that's what I'm doing. Remember, always everybody fear is but a liar. Yep, it's the difference between loving somebody and just being a straight sucker. Exactly. That God's timing is perfect. His plan is greater than your fears, stronger than your doubts, and deeper than your understanding. Ooh, I'm loving this, boy. Y'all come on with it. Okay, I think I'm caught up now. They ready, Rock? You really went through a lot of abuse. I know I will have to kick rocks. Kick rocks. I know what you're trying to say. Yeah, because abuse ain't always physical. That's what we was taught. You know, I'm like, because I'm strong. I got a mouth. I can stand up for myself. I've been that way for a long, long time. I'll say at least since I was like 20, 21. You know, I'll stand up. I'll speak up. I'll voice my opinion. I try to be respectful. I ain't always rah, 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 rah. You know, if I'm in love with somebody and I'm feeling them, I'm like, I'm going to talk to you with a little more softness in my voice, but I'm still stand on. I'm not liking that. I ain't feeling that. That don't make me happy. I don't like when you did that. You wasn't supposed to do that. Why would you do that? Why would you say that? You know, I have another approach depending on who I'm talking to. But at this age, I ain't got time. I got to give all the energy I got to this content to be grateful that I'm able to move, try to make as many coins as I can for these grandkids. It ain't even for me. I don't need nothing. What I need? I don't need nothing but make sure that I'm healthy. What I need don't really cost a lot of money. What I need, just every now and then, I might want to, you know what I'm saying, treat myself to an outfit and my birthday coming up, something like that. Go out and treat myself. Say forgiveness can be the hardest thing in the world to accomplish fully. Yeah. Proverbs 3:5-6. The worst, hardest abuse that you'll ever understand comes from your closest family members. Love is blind. Yep. Say definitely not an environment to raise the next generation. Yes, exactly. So I'm sacrificing because I could be complacent as a single 58-year-old woman who don't have responsibility for the grandkids, or they never existed. Should my daughter had not passed away, she have them, she living her life, they cool. She got it. Or she never have them. Now that she passed away, she had 5 grandkids. She had 5 kids, so I got 5 grandkids. But let's just say she passed away and she didn't have no kids. That means I'm by myself. I'll still be 58. I'm still be living. And I could be complacent and just say, I'm just going to stay in this house. I ain't got to really pay too many bills. He paying the most of it. He doing cool with that. I'll just pay one little thing and I still got my little $1,000 left. You know what I'm saying? My little $800 left. Or I'm working a job and I want some real money. So I say to get them benefits, I'm going to go get me a real job. I still got skill. I can do security. I got a license to do a public safety officer. I have a license to do hair. Not to mention the mediocre jobs around. I could do hair on the side. There's some things I could be doing. You know? But since I have them, I'm not going to sit and be complacent and just say, oh, well, I don't be out there no way. When I do go, I'll get in the Uber, so it don't really affect me. You can be affected in the Uber. You can be affected standing on your porch, no matter where you live at, but especially in this environment. And we're not even in the bad hood, but the hoods that's bad, whatever we're going to be doing in life, whatever these kids decide to do, when they start having their friends and thriving and going to school and going to work, they're going to be meeting these people. And they're going to be going through them environments because that's in the local area. So when you start working, you're going to Chicago to work. Ain't no job right here on the block. So they will have to intermingle and engage in with the city folk. And there's going to be some good ones and going to be some bad ones. And at their young age, they're going to come across a lot of bad ones just due to the attention that they're going to get being the age they are as teenagers. Trying to go to school, trying to have a good time with their friends. That's going to be interrupted on some level due to the environment. One of my friends lost one of her twin daughters at a party, standing outside, and they got to shoot. Now one of her twins is gone. That's how it be happening. That don't really happen in other areas. Death happens everywhere you go, you know, but it's the type of crime and the rate of the crime. You trying to go to the best place, the best area ever, so your chances will be greater at success and peace. That's all we trying to achieve. People get mad when you say, oh, I'm moving because it's bad in New York. It's bad in Chicago. It's bad everywhere, but it ain't as bad here as it is there. So I'm going to take my chances there. And if it got bad, like it is in Chicago, where I'm going to leave that too. I'm going to keep moving, just like Mary, Jesus, and Joseph did. When he was in, then God tell them to move because them people was coming to get rid of Jesus. What is that story, y'all? Somebody get in the chat and tell me what that story is. Well, God, the creator of heaven and earth, told Mary and Joseph to take the baby Jesus because such and such and them was coming to try to do something to him. He didn't tell them to stay there and just pray. You got to take action. You say partially the reason why school hours and everything of work hours, making sure that there's more influence in your children. Yes, exactly. I've been saying that. Anybody can be a mother, anytime can play in the bedroom. It depends on what mother they are being raised by. If they are being raised by a mother, for example, like Peach, the wires won't cook how it's supposed to. Not at all. I feel more sorry for any children that has to be around drunks and drug addicts because it's awful being raised with unstable people. Yeah. The children can be raised by anybody, but their mother, that way, the mother-child connection is lost. Yeah. Yes, staying in my own lane, loving it, one to grow on with my own lane. Government's ultimate goal is not let children be raised by the mothers. If anybody has watched the movie Doom, it follows along the line of the movie. I'm going to check that out. Yes, hallelujah, hallelujah. Yes, Lord. Proverbs 3:5-6. Facts. If you get sick of having to repeat the same thing over and over again, they hear what you're saying, but you keep ignoring you as if you talk to a brick wall. Yeah. And I'm just not interested. Then I had to me realizing all the things that I wasn't happy with. And it made me open my eyes to be real with myself. I can't keep just saying, well, Tony this and Tony said that and Tony did it. I'll be talking every day. I could come on live and every day do a live about Tony, what Tony did. Okay. Tony said this year, when I first got here, this happened. Talking about story time after story time. And they would be interesting. Y'all be like, that goddamn Tony. But after all that finger pointing and telling the truth, my truth, what I seen, my own eyes, I even got screenshots to this day of some of that stuff. I had to be real with myself to say, well, even without all of that, what about you? Let's just say all that's true what you said, Roxanne. You're not happy and you're supposed to do something about it. You ain't supposed to keep talking about it. You got to be about it and make shit happen. You got 5 grandkids you got now. Before my daughter passed away, we had already planned to leave. We was excited. We was just waiting on her money, and I was saving my money in the meanwhile. We already had planned to leave. We was planning our move. She passed away April 20, and we was planning our move for the summer. So we talking about April, that means May, June. By June, July, we was going to be out of here. We was having our money, you know what I'm saying? She had got her money and all this type of stuff, income tax, stimulus, work checks. It was the money that's coming in. You know, so it wasn't no big deal. And I was doing something on the side of the income I was getting. So I had money saved. Oh my God. So I had to be real with myself. Like, Rox, you don't want to be bothered. You don't want to be a wife to nobody. I would even put another man in his place. Like, what if that was that man? What was the silver fox? What was your ex-husband? What if it was a new man that did everything you wanted, was clean and nice and had money and gave you everything? I still had to be real, like say no, because that means I still have to be a wife. I still have to do what girlfriends are allegedly supposed to do. They expect something from you. There's a give and take in relationships, and I was no longer willing to do it at all for nobody. I was even reconnected with one of my old dance partners that I would talk to all the time, and with the notion of possibly, you know, and I was like, I can't do that. I just want to be cool and talk. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, let me back up, because I don't want, you know, getting the wrong message. I'm not leaving one marriage, one relationship to go try to connect somebody else when I know I'm not going to do all that. I'm not going to be dealing with Peter Wacker. I'm not going to be dealing with lies. I'm not going to be cooking and cleaning for nobody. I just want to be at peace. This was before my daughter passed away. So I don't know why he thinks it's all any different now. Say, right, it's bad everywhere. Absolutely. When men take care of you, they be wanting you to drop it low, shut up and take it all the time. That's when you're supposed to make sure you got your own money, right? Say, Rox and Chad, appointment this morning. We'll continue to listen for the chat. Much love, everyone. Okay, we'll be about to end it. I just want to read the comments. Hey, LaKay, I can see you in here. Then as you get old, the bullshit gets old, and sometimes you get out before worse things happen. Yeah. And it's crazy. Yep. I resonate with all that, Cars and Mocha. But it's so funny how this ain't even that. I just jumped to something because I thought it was a sign from God for everything that was going on in my daughter's life at the time, and all the negativity, and me not having my first husband and having to be responsible for more bills. I was trying to look for an out. I was like, well, maybe this is God's way to let me know this person from your past is who you're supposed to be with anyway. Y'all had a good time back then. Now y'all older. You're going to have a better time. Y'all older and wiser. I really told myself that. You know, I told myself that. Even though I wasn't thinking about being in love, I was just like, this, I'm looking for God to lead me. Why else is this happening? There's got to be a sign from God. For me to even think about him out of all these years, and then I reconnect with him on Facebook, and that's really him, and we talk, and he talking like he on the same page I'm on. We both older. Well, he on the same shit he was on back when he was 25. But by the time I realized that, I was already up here. I uprooted my whole family to come up here. Nobody in my family I could go move it. Nobody had no room for 5 grandkids, a daughter, and me. That was 7 people. So I take responsibility for that. That's why I be advocating for girls to, you know, look for the red flag. Don't do what I did. I don't care if you've been knowing them forever. If you ain't seen for a long time, you know what I'm saying? If it's somebody new, how to maneuver, how to, you know what I'm saying? Things nobody told me, I had to figure it out on my own. Nobody schooled me on this. They probably figured I wasn't gonna listen. Who knows? You say you can correct the person till you black and blue, but it's up to them if they decide to make a change or not. Enjoy the rest of your blessed day. Thank you, Jacqueline. You too. Depends on if you are part of the elite or new world order. The consequences of staying in fear and unrighteous environments are too great to be willing to participate. I'd rather be an observer of life, see reality for what it is. Yes, indeed. Amen, Cars and Mocha. All depends on the freedom means to who. Yes, people know my story. It all depends on how many people are looking for you. Ooh, Saphir is deep, y'all. Huh, Ian? Oh, y'all so doggone wise up in here and got some jewels and some motivation. I love it. Y'all keep it coming. Love you, Deborah Ray. So literally, I live at home where heart is. I don't care how many homes you want to say people will own. I have how many I can't live at one. Right. You're going to live it one at a time. Yes, trust me, I fight mentally and physically. I am a pro at it. This is why I move like I move. After today, got to be more careful. Yes, indeed, y'all. So make sure I got all of them. You say, look at these doctors who support pharmaceutical companies forcing psychoactive drugs down these adults. Yeah, I went in one of them places. I told the story. I went into one of those mental places. And baby, by the time they was putting me out, I had everybody stop taking their medicine. I mean, I know I did some dumb stuff and I was out my mind temporarily. And y'all got to do y'all job according to the laws. If anybody do something, they responsible and they got to try to help you until they see you can help yourself. But baby, I bounced back to reality quick when I realized what was happening to me. And I was like, what the hell? Get me up out here. I ain't supposed to be here. I was tripping. Let me go. But I had to wait 3 or 4 days. So in the meanwhile, everybody around me drugged out and looking like zombies and not communicating in these little group sessions that they having us with the psychiatrists. We talking to the psychiatrists doing group therapy and nobody's participating hard and they slurring and they wonder why they can't go home. I told them why they wasn't going home and they all stopped taking their medicine. That doctor came in here and get me up out of there. He said, yeah, you ready to go home? Yeah. First he said, you ready to go home? I said, yeah, I thought I was going to go home Friday. But he didn't make it Friday to see me and see if I can go home. He didn't make it to Monday or Tuesday. So I had to be in there all that time. I was pissed. Everybody stopped taking their medicine. I was causing all kind of hell. Yes, y'all. Say, wow, this is learning lesson, Roger. Would you ever move back in with the hell no? Nope, never moving the man again. It would have to be like my nephew, like I might end up moving with him if I can't find a place in town. I'm not gonna keep staying here, and keep going back and forth down there to look. That's money wasted. He offered us to stay there while I found a place. So this is a 2-week or a week trial to see if I can find a place without moving in yet. I'm leaving my stuff here, just taking a bag or two, you know. Everybody gonna have 2 bags, so we're gonna have enough clothes and the stuff that I need while we there for that week or 2. I'm praying, y'all, pray hard that I find a place during this stay. That way, when I come back, I'll be coming back to really move, to really, even if it's for 30 more days, because you know when you put a deposit down, you usually have a date. Like my dream move-in date is June 1st, no later than June 30th. That's my dream move-in date. So when I find this place, I put a deposit down. Hopefully that I'll be coming back within them 3 to 5 days, maybe 10. And I'll come back to throw away stuff, pack stuff, give stuff away, sell stuff, or maybe even find somebody who can move my stuff down there. And I won't have to buy new TVs. But I don't mind. TVs are dime a dozen. You can buy a TV for less than $300, 55, 60 screen inch. There's only one say, okay, say it. No one is forcing people to do anything they are willing out of ignorance. Yeah. And have boycotted me in every way. My whole family left me in the dark, literally treating me like I was a retard. You didn't tell me and keep it a secret. Told everybody around me to keep it a secret. Oh, wow. Say, Roxy, you have a great peaceful day, and everyone's saying thing. Thank you. Hey, entertainment you love. Yo in the building, y'all. Good morning. Happy Motivational Monday. We about to end it. We've been here an hour and a half. We usually only here like an hour. So we was getting it popping, y'all. We're going to keep this going on Mondays, y'all. And I'll see y'all on the live, on the random live. Who knows? But Wednesday, that's our next scheduled live. Wednesday evening, relationship advice with Ready Rocks. So y'all come in with the same thing you're doing now on the relationship tip. Come up on the panel if you want to. Come tell your story. Shoot the shit. Have your drink if you want to. It don't have to be no alcohol. It could be a Pepsi. You don't have to show yourself. So with that being said, y'all, just know I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great day. I'm about to finish this girl hair so I can do a little content. And give me something to eat. I'm hungry. Sure. I just realized that. I don't feel like cooking. I ain't got no money to buy nothing. Oh, I ain't got no choice. Got to get up and cook. All right, y'all. I'm going to see y'all later.